Hey, so allow me to vent to you guys for a little bit. Like whenever I'm having like frustrating games, I don't want to do like a full editing video and stuff like that. That's why I made this podcast. 'Cause I really just want to like vent, especially if I have like a rough games or stuff like that, and just like where my head's at in DBD right now. So in this podcast episode, this is episode 4, by the way. Of course, your Libra God, 90 is your host. I just want to talk about like why I DC or why I just give up on Hook. And I understand people be like, well, why play the game if you're gonna do that? Like, it's crazy. Like I was watching Hexy the other day, and he was like, you have to be like mentally unstable if you're playing DBD solo queue. Like, if you grind it, and I want you to keep in mind, like I grinded. I know I say this a lot for those who are sub to me. I grinded to Prestige 100 before there was even blood matchmaking blood point incentives. Like before that was even a thing, I literally just grinded DBD for like 2 months straight, 12 to 17 hours a day to Prestige 100. That was like in October 6th is when I hit it of last year. So that was pretty early on. I was like one of the earliest Prestige 100s. I still think that I was like the first one in solo queue, but that's neither here or there. The reason why I give up on Hook or I've been wanting to DC is for 2 reasons. Sometimes it's more than just 1 or 2, but I just want to just say like these are like the main 2 that really get on my nerves. If I'm slugged on the ground all day, it's like, dude, I already got to go to work. It's like, bro, just put me on the hook. I feel like a lot of killers be knowing that they be like irritating people when they do that. Because like, I get it if it's like, okay, you're trying to like, boost the pressure up. Gens are flying with wings and they're like, hey, we got to do something to change this game. Totally understand, right? And usually that'll happen around like maybe the second to the last gen, or 2 gens left, stuff like that. But like killers slugging for the 4K damn near like in the beginning is just so annoying, especially because it's always that like if I'm like with one survivor and that survivor decides to just like hide all day, bro, it's like bro, they not finna give up, bro. Like you they not about to give up and show their location. Most survivors are gonna hide because they want to get hatched, and that killer knows it, and they just, even though they win at 3K. You guys win the game at 3 kills, but it's something about getting everybody out, and it's like, it's not even like just because you kill that second to the last survivor that you won't be able to find hatch. I mean, hatch is RNG unless you pretty much use like the hatch offerings and stuff like that, which you can see the hatch offering. Like if someone was to bring, I think the noted blueprint or whatever that is, so that way it can like spawn your shack. Okay, you see it before it loads into a match. Like you can see that, you can stand by it, you can still chance it. The fact that I gotta wait all day and I already have to go to work, I don't miss work for nobody or for no DBD. But usually when I DC for that, it's like, well, I'm finna leave anyway, so I really don't care, But another reason that really gets, and it's so funny because there's a lot of survivor mains that, like, it's like when you criticize them and you are a survivor man yourself, it's like they look at you differently. But I really do not care because I'm a man of accountability. And I know this is a video game, yeah, obviously. I mean, I don't see me looping people in real life like with a pallet. I saw a pallet actually yesterday on my way to work. And it's weird seeing a pallet in like reality, and like that's how much you play DBD. It's just so weird that you see a pallet in reality and you're like, why isn't it blue and red and yellow or whatever like DBD colors? I wonder, can some strong dude kick it twice? Like, do they have brutal strength in real life? Like, can they just kick it? Or do they even break the pallet? Like literally, I'm not trying to get off on a tangent, but like if you're running from somebody, right, and there is a pallet, do you greed the pallet? Like, do you greed it? Do you think they're gonna bloodlust it? Will they actually have bloodlust? You know what I mean? Like, will they act like, can you greed around it and try to fast vote around it? Do you even have resilience if you've already been hit by them, right? I don't know. But one of the main reasons I also give up on Hook, at least, is because I got these survivors that won't do a gen. Survivors, can I ask y'all this question? Please, in the comments, please do it. Please, I'm serious. Like, I'm not even like BSing. What is the point of unhooking me if you know you're not doing generators? Can y'all please answer me that? Like, I love how y'all act like there's like different game modes in here. Like there's like a speed racing game inside DBD and stuff. Like, we just, like, y'all know there's not that much to do outside of DBD in a match but do generators, run from killers, and try to escape. And I know they got these goofy A challenges, which it's like people do not, it's like, dude, it's like, I get it. See, it's so crazy because killer like challenges mostly is just to kill. Like, hook this, hook that, and that's it. Kick generators, you're going to do that anyway, right? But you got survivors that will literally just be like, I'm gonna just do nothing, and it's like this UI, whatever that thing is, the indicator that lets you know what somebody's doing, whether they're in chase or not. Like I hate, like, I'll message like a survivor and ask them, like, so, like, what are you doing? I'm just curious in life, like, how are you doing? Is everything good? Like, why are you not like doing a generator? Like, why? I'm just asking the question. Like, people get so offended. I'm just asking, like, you know, I know they probably feel offended. Like, why am I messaging them? Because I'm like that, right? I don't know. Like, I just be wanting to know, like, what are you doing? Like, you know, I can see that you're not doing anything. Like, basically having Kindred is useless at this point. I mean, it's not, I ain't gonna say it's useless completely. I mean, it's still nice to be able to see, you know, the killers camping and where they are, and especially in the beginning of the match, you can see what killer it is, because, you know, unless it's like a stealth killer, right? But like, literally, I had this Zarina. Okay, I just want to get to the Billy. Now, yes, I was memeing around, right? I was whatever. And I jumped out the locker too early, and it looked like he outplayed me, but I just don't want him to think that he was outplaying me by mistake. Like, please don't think you outplayed me by mistake. Like, you did it by mistake. Like, or I did it by mistake. I jumped out too early. That's what I hate about head on too. It's like, I don't know why they act like I'm not close enough. They act like you either not close enough to not get the stun, or the killer's too close apparently, and they just grab me out the locker. It's like, dude, stop playing with me, dude. But literally, this arena, knowing that she was not in chase, I think Billy was chasing someone. I'm on hook, and she knows she's not doing anything. But what do you think happened when I almost went to the second struggle? What do you think happened the moment I tried to give up on hook? What do y'all think happened? I'll wait for somebody to like answer in the comments section. Like, what do y'all think happened? Survivors do this all the time. The same survivors who know they're not doing anything. They're not doing a generator. They're not cooking. They're not eating. They're not sleeping. They're not chilling. They know they're not on a gen. And the moment I'm like, okay, I'm finna just go next and maybe try to find a teammate that's gonna do it, y'all come and save me. Like, can y'all leave me alone, bro? Like, like y'all know, like, what is the point? Like, dude, it's like, no, because like a lot of times people think like you're taking it to a point where like, I want people to understand that just because you express yourself doesn't mean like I have a life outside of DBD, right? I have a life, even though this is a big part of my life though too, but I do have a life outside of DBD. I don't want people thinking that because I'm expressing myself that it means like, well, you taking things too, like we all play DBD on a consistent basis. Like the same people that be in the comments like, bro, like you taking this way too seriously. Like on like one of my past videos or podcasts I did about like the whole flashlight thing, like why I heavily dislike flashlight users because they're just so useless. Like I literally saw dude, it's just so many things to talk about. Literally, this Rebecca left a generator there, and she knows we needed to finish, bro, to try to do a flashlight. And then I'm like, hey, because, you know, we're not in Swift. You know that thing that people like to act like solo queue was, like, very OP and stuff. You know, survivors OP. You know, killers love to act like they even know, like, there's, like, 60% win rate on killers. Like, I'm not in Swift, so I can see if you had, like, a better argument with Swift, because you guys can call out a killer within 2 seconds. Oh, it's a pig. But, like, literally, I couldn't call to this Rebecca. You know, I wanted to, like, reach out to her in, like, in real life, or even just, like, not in real life, but, like, you know, like, even just on the game, like, hey, Rebecca. Like, I was saying, like, you ever just yell at the TV or, like, the screen on, like, on your computer if you're playing DBD on PC, or even if you're playing mobile, and you be like, hey, like, can you go do a gen? Or, like, I'll be having to keep it down because I don't want, like, my neighbors, like, getting upset that I'm yelling at the screen. But I think my neighbors will understand that even if they don't play DBD, that they will understand likely that if I am trying to get a survivor to do a generator and they will not do a generator, wouldn't that frustrate you? Like, even if you don't play DBD, like, they're not pitching in. They're not helping. So, it's like... But I don't mean to get off on a tangent here, but my point is that literally, survivors, if you are not doing a generator, you will die. But there's no other way to open up the door, bro. Can't nobody let you in. You can't call the landlord to open up the gates. The dev's not about to do it. You have to complete generators to open up the gate. Why do y'all try to act like that's like the gaslighting in this community of like making it seem like, bro, you take this game way too, like, blame. It's like, no, you're just like, you don't get the game. And listen, I'll just blame the devs at the end, right? At the end of it, you have to blame the devs. Because everybody was brand new to DBD. Everybody was hiding in the first beginning. Like, wasn't nobody just Giga Chad or whatever y'all be saying and looping for 5 gens the very first day of DBD. But, like, it doesn't make it any better that I'm getting, like, brand newer players in my lobby. Or people who just don't get it. Like, I'm not a flashlight user like that. I can get flashlight saves. I'm like that. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, I love using, saboteur. You know, I like to like sabo hook. I think that's like the funniest thing to do. Is a killer thinks he's about to get that hook, and I just like he just hear that cling. And I just think that's like the funniest thing ever. And then they get mad and they drop the survivor, and then I'm just running. It is so hilarious. I get it. But it's like, dude, these survivors, like, y'all know we cannot dead hard into a flashlight save anymore. Like, it looks so awkward, y'all miss it. I had a survivor one day literally try to go for a flashlight save, and because she missed, she DC'd. And this was like last year. And people in the comments was literally trying to, like, get me to understand. Like, bro, I would have DC'd too. Y'all not doing generators, bro. Please stop making it seem like there's, like, different game modes. You cannot shop in DBD in the map. Like, you can't go around Auto Haven inside that auto store. Like, I know they be playing around. I know they meme around. But, again, I just blame the devs. Because I just feel like if I had people that want to sweat with me against a sweaty killer, let's sweat. With deodorant, without deodorant, I mean, I'm saying let's sweat. I don't mind sweating. Just because I'm a sweat or a try hard or whatever, I just want to win, bro. Like, I'm just competitive. Like, I know DBD, and then they say it's a party. Listen. It's like, dude, I love how y'all say it's like a party game and all of this stuff. But there are killers that will literally bleed you out for like 5 minutes. There are killers that will stand by the hook until you die. They will see that you're a prestige 100 or a legacy player, survivor, because killers get to see that. They get to see that you're just like there. You know what I mean? And I just love how y'all act like that's like, oh, well, you know, everybody just want to have fun and everybody just want to, like, listen. To me, ain't nothing fun. Somebody just standing in front of the hook. I will go next. Unless you are finishing the last gen and I got adrenaline, or just for y'all to get out and give this bot of a killer 1 kill, I don't mind hanging on. But if I'm getting camped at 5 gens, let me go next. If you're not doing a gen, please let me go next. Because there ain't nothing more frustrating than me just sitting there watching you run. Like, you ever just see a survivor literally just running around and you just wondering, like, what are they doing? Like, maybe they dropped something. Maybe they dropped their phone. Maybe they dropped, like, you know, like an earring or a wallet. Like, you're just curious, like, what are you doing? Like, you're not, like, and to me, it's always it always be like the bad survivors. And I don't mean to disrespect them, but it's either, I'll say, casual or, like, newer players that says stuff like that. People who actually know how to loop and they carry the teams and stuff like that, they don't say stuff like, it's just a game. Like, yeah, dude, I know it's a game. I don't go to work and see Trapper at my job making pizza, bro. Like, I don't see that. I don't see Into These Pizza, like, where I work at. Like, I get it, bro. Like, I get it. It's a game, but it's a game that I want to win, dude. Like, it's so, again, I say this all the time at my job, or about my job. I feel like I'm a killer man at my job because I'm a dishwasher and I don't have to rely on other people for me to do my job. I have my own job. I can do it by my own pace. I can take my break whenever I like. I don't have to ask that. But I got 3 other, you know, teammates that work on the pizza line and they have to rely on each other. So they are like the survivor mains. If somebody calls in, guess what? It's hard for them to, you know, versus the customers in comp. Like the customers really do be comp though. You know what I mean? Like, they, like, for really though. So, like, it's like I don't have to worry about that. But I always tell them, like, hey, I used to work at Panera Bread. It used to suck. Like, I never missed a day since I've been at this job. I never missed a shift when I was at Panera Bread, but I know what it's like to, like, rely on people that don't come through. It's the same thing in this game. Like, you got survivors, they don't know, and then you also got the sandbagging survivors, bro. Like, you got survivors that will literally, even if they're not doing it on purpose, they get in your way and chase. They're not doing anything. I don't mean to go off like on a random tangent. I just had to, like, express how I feel. I want people to understand that this is exactly what the podcast episodes are. It's just me talking about, like, why I DC at times. But it gets frustrating. I would probably just turn off the game when they, like, make it the timer like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, because now I guess they're really upping it up. But it just feels so unfair and demoralizing when you get people who just don't help you out and it don't matter. And then, like, I will message someone and be like, hey, why aren't you on the gen? Or why don't you, like, stay on the gen? Like, there's a gen that you're supposed to do. It got your name on it. Like, everybody has I don't know if y'all noticed this, and I'm lying, by the way. I don't know if y'all noticed, though. Keep in mind, I'm lying. But if you look closely to a gen, it has your name on it. It means go do the gen, bro. Like, go do the gen. Gens have to be done. I'm not lying about that one, though. But I'm lying about the name part. Go do a gen. You know, people be like, hey, this seat taken, it got my name on it. And they be like, no, you don't have your name on it. No, it has your name on it. Go do a gen, dude. Or let me go next and let me die in peace on the game. Only in game, though. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this rant. I have to rant in this game. I'm sorry. Like literally, y'all don't understand how fast I be wanting to, like, break out the microphone every time I have a bad game. I just have to say something. You know what I mean? So, hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Close to 2,000 subs. I've been trying to get there for months now. So please help me get there. Please like this video and share it as much as you can. Please comment down below. What are your thoughts? Do you DC? Do you have good reasons why you DC or just give up on Hook? Please let me know. Have a blessed day, and peace.